today we will start the next part, that is rational number part 2. So in this case we will discuss about, your topic will be how to represent a rational number on a number line It is similar to that. You had already learned about how to draw, how to represent the integer, natural number, whole number on a number line. In that way also we will do the same thing, but there is a little bit difference that I am explaining you. Okay, suppose you have to represent minus 7 by 5 on a number line. What will happen? In this case, you see that numerator is more greater than the denominator. So you first do one thing. Here, for your solution, you write here minus 7 by 5 equals 1 minus 1 2 by 5. So you have got a whole number 1 and the fractional part is your 2 by 5. Now what we will do, you just make a straight line. Since it is negative, so you see from this minus 7 by 5 means minus 1 2 by 5. So that means this rational number will lie in between minus 1 and minus 2. In between minus 1 and minus 2. So you can start here 0, minus 1, minus 2. Here it is 1. The mark point must be of equal length. So here this much of length is your minus 1, this much is length your plus 1. So this is your again one part more, so this will be your minus 2 starting from O. So here x dash is your number line. Our target is to represent minus 7 by 5, that will be lie in between minus 1 and minus 2. So here denominator is your 5, that means this unit is to be divided into 5 equal parts. So for 5 equal parts, what I'll do, you just draw 4 lines. 5 minus 1 means 4 lines in between minus 1 and minus 2. Here 1, 2, 3 and 4. So by marking 4 points in between minus 1 and minus 2, it divided this unit length in 5 equal parts. You see, this is your 1 part, 2 part, 3 part, 4 part, 5 part. So now minus 1, 2 by 5. So from origin, that is 0 mark, is your minus 1 up to this point. Then this first mark will be your minus 1 by 5. This will be your minus 2 by 5. So this point, say P will represent minus 1, 2 by 5. So this is 1 by 5, this is 2 by 5. 3 by 5, 4 by 5 and 5 by 5. That will give you minus 2. If you same thing, you can draw here also for equal part. So in this case also you see This is your 1 by 5, 2 by 5, 3 by 5, 4 by 5, 5 by 5 means minus 1. Then 6 by 5, 7 by 5. So this can be minus 7 by 5 also. So in this way you represent it on this number line. Okay, but if the denominator is greater than the numerator, should I remove it? Second example, to represent 3 by 4. Here you see 3 by 4, that means, and both are positive, so this should be placed on the right hand side of the 0 mark in a number line. So here also you draw a number line. You check it. Here the numerator is smaller than the denominator. That means this point be less than 1. So it will lie in between 0 and 1. So put the mark 0. Here it is 1, 2. This on that side it is minus 1. So your number line is X, O, X dash. Now what you will do, you have 4 in the denominator. That means each unit is to be divided into 4 equal parts. So for that what you will do, 4 minus 1 means 3. You have to put 3 marks in between 0 and 1. 1, 2 and 3. So by placing 3 marks in between 0 and 1, what will happen? This 1 unit is divided into 4 equal parts. Your first part is 1 by 4, second part is 2 by 4, this third part is your 3 by 4, and this is 4 by 4 means 1. So here this point say Q lies on the number line X and X dash will represent 3 by 4. Okay, so here X, O, X dash be a number line, and point Q equals 3 by 4 on the number line. Clear? Okay. Now should I remove it for our next topic? So this is how to represent a rational on a number line. Now your second part, how to represent a rational in Venn diagram. So this rational number can be also represented in terms of a Venn diagram. Suppose you have drawn a big bracket this big bracket will be your rational number Q, and in this rational number it comes, all natural numbers are rational. All natural numbers are rational, and that is started from 1 to infinity. Now all whole numbers, this natural number can be written here also, and all whole numbers, this is your W. Whole numbers, apart from natural, one element 0 is there in the whole number, and all the natural numbers are also included in this whole number. Now another number is your integer. all natural number, all whole numbers are integer also, but here negative of natural number will be there, -1, -2, -3, dot 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 up to infinity. That will lie in this space. So natural number, whole number, integer all belongs to rational number Q. It is clear? In this way we can represent a rational number, natural number, whole number and integers in your Venn diagram form. Okay? Now should I remove it? Clear? Your next part of this topic is your next part of the topic is your comparison of rational. Suppose we have A by B and C by D are two rationals. Suppose A by B and C by D are two rationals, then how do we compare it? You just have a cross product. If we will do a cross product in between these two rationals, what will happen? A and D, the numerator of first will be multiplied with the denominator of the second rational, and these are the cross product. If A cross D equal B cross C, then if the product of numerator of first multiplied with denominator of second and numerator of second multiplied by denominator of first rational, if they are equal, then this is your case 1. This is your case 1. What will happen? If the product of A and D equal B and C, then both the rational A by B equal to C by D. Then both the rational are equal. Similarly, if product of A and D is greater than B and C, then what will happen? In this case, you have to see which one is denominator, A or D. Here the denominator is, here A is the numerator. Product of A and D is greater than B and C. You have to observe in between A and D which is numerator. If A is product of A and D is greater, that means in these two data A is the numerator. So this numerator contains from the first rational. So then A by B must be greater than C by D. That means first rational is greater than the second rational, because here the A is the numerator and product of A and D is greater than B and C. Similarly, third case, if A and D is less than, product of A and D is less than B and C, then if rational A by B is less than C by D, because in this case the greater product B and C, here C is the numerator and this C contains in the second rational. So that is why product of A and D is greater than B and C. So the rational, second rational C and D is greater than first rational A by B. Okay, in this way we can compare. Okay, should I remove it? But if there is a negative sign in any product, so obviously negative quantity is always less than the positive quantity. So positive must be greater. So in this way also, only if you will get the product is positive, so you can say that that is greater than the negative quantity. So in that way also you can compare it. Now another topic is equivalent ratio. Equivalent rational. So if any rational P by Q, if P by Q is multiplied or divide, if P by Q is multiplied or divide both numerator or and denominator by a positive whole number, then accept 0. That means you can say positive natural number also, or positive number. Positive natural number you can say, because whole number contains 0. So 0 we should not multiply 0 with any rational number, then the value will be meaningless, because in case of denominator if you multiply or divide by 0, it is meaningless. So this is undefined. So you have to multiply by a positive or negative rational number. You have to multiply or divide by a positive or negative rational numbers. So for getting P by Q equivalent, you have to multiply or divide by a numerator and denominator by a natural number. Okay, it is clear? So then we get equivalent rational. As for example, suppose this is your 2 by 3. If you will multiply 2 into 2 and 3 into 2, then you will get 4 by 6. So 2 by 3, so 4 by 6 is equivalent to 2 by 3. Similarly, if you will (12 by 15), you can divide it by 3. What will happen? If you will divide it by 3, you will get 4 by 5. So 4 by 5 is the equivalent ratio between 12 and 15. Between the rational number is 12 by 15, you can divide by 3 in both numerator and denominator, so you will get 4 by 5. So by multiplying or divide by the similar quantity, same positive quantity, you will get equivalent rational number. It is clear? Now should I remove it? So your next part of the rational number is addition and subtraction of rational. So two rational number can be added each other. So given, suppose we have two rational a by b and c by d. What will happen? You have to add these two rational. What you will do? Both denominator are not same. So you have to find out the LCM of the denominator. Your first step is to find out LCM of B and D is your BD. You know all about how to find out the LCM. So then A by B plus C by D, what will happen? You have to write the LCM, then divide this LCM by your denominator of the first. What will happen? If you divide this LCM by D, you have quotient is your D. So you multiply A into D, then you put the plus sign because you are adding it. What will happen? Again you divide BD by D, then what you will get? You have the quotient as your B, so you have to write C into B. So after that you have got the simplified value of mathematical operation. Similarly, in case of subtraction also, A by B minus C by D. What will happen? You have to find out the LCM. LCM of B and D is your BD. Then again you divide LCM by B. What will happen? You have got, after dividing BD by B, you have got only D. Then what will happen? You multiply D with your A. Then put a negative sign because you are subtracting. In between A, B and C, D, there is a sign of subtraction. So then what will do? You again divide the LCM by your D. What will the quotient? Quotient will be your B. You multiply C into D. So after that you simplify your values. So you will get it. Okay. You have got it. Now I will give you one example. Suppose you have 2 by minus 7 added with 5 by 14. Here the denominator is negative. So you have to first make it positive denominator. Then again you put a right 2 into minus 1 minus 7 into minus 1 plus 5 by 14. So in this way, what happened? You make the denominator positive. So this will be your minus 2, then 5 by 14. So after that you find out the LCM. LCM of 7 and 14 is your 14. Divide 14 by 7 is your 2. Then minus 2 into 2. Then again put a plus sign. 14 also divided by 14 is your quotient 1. So 5 into 1. So in this case, this is your 14. After simplification, this is your minus 4 plus 5. You have got 1 by 14 is your answer. Same thing in case of subtraction also. You have to only, instead of putting here plus and you have to write minus. Okay, you have got it. Now we take the example of a subtraction. What will happen? Say minus 3 by 5 minus of minus 6 by 7. We are subtracting minus 6 by 7 from minus 3 by 5. what will happen? You have to write minus 3 by 5, put a minus sign, and this minus become plus, then 6 by 7. In that case, your LCM is your 35. Here minus 3 into 7, because 35 divided by 5, your quotient is 7. Put a plus sign. Then here 6 into 5, because 35 is divided by 7, you have got 5. Then 6 is to be multiplied with 5. This will be your minus 21 plus 30 by 35. So you have got 9 by 35. Okay. In this case, if there will be a SCF between 9 and 35 other than 1, you can divide it and make it in the simplest form. Okay. So this much is now another mathematical operation is multiplication and division. So you have got addition and subtraction. Now you will explain your topic is your multiplication and division of rational. Example, if A by B and C by D are two rational, then their product will be your A by B into C by D. So that is your A into C. Numerator will be multiplied by the numerator and denominator will be multiplied by the denominator, B into D. So this is your AC and BD. So in case of division also, for division quotient equal to A by B divided by C by D. In this case, you again follow the rules that division of fraction. Here A by B, put a cross sign, do the reciprocal D by C, then you simply multiply A into D and B into C. So again it will be AD by BC. This is about the division and this is about the multiplication of two rationals. Now should I remove it with example? Suppose you have example, suppose you have minus 2 by 7 into 2 by minus 5. What you will do? You first change it. Minus 2 by 7 into 2 by, make the denominator positive. Minus 5 into minus 1. Then minus 2 by 7 into minus 2 by 5. So after that you multiply 7 into 5 minus 2 into minus 2, that means this will be your 4 by 35. You have got the multiplication of two rational number. Now you will show you the division. Okay, should I remove it? Division of two rational. Suppose minus 2 by 7 divided by 3 by minus 8. What will happen now? In this case also, you first change minus 2 by 7, put the division sign, 3 into minus 1 by minus 8 into minus 1, then what will happen? Minus 2 by 7 division sign minus 3 by plus 8. Now do the reciprocal of this minus 3 by 8. Again, this is your minus 2 by 7 into 8 by minus 3. Here in this case, you have seen, now you just multiply minus 2 into 8, 7 into minus 3, so this is your minus 16 and minus 21. So in this case again you multiply minus 1 in both numerator and denominator, minus 16 into minus 1, minus 21 into minus 1, so this is your 16 by 21. I think you all have got it. This much is sufficient for today. We will again see in our next part. Okay, bye.